Hello, beautiful people of the world. I understand that being happy is not something you can do all the time, but it is different when you don't allow yourself to be happy and find peace. I always intend to speak about my life experiences that have some positivity to add to your lives, and sometimes that is also something that keeps me going and wanting to be positive. Looking like a dad. Come on!
She's wearing my hoodie.
Come
She
on.
stole it. She stole my hoodie.
Come on!
She stole my hoodie. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, you're my hoodie.
We all know life isn't exactly always warm and comforting. We have a lot thrown at us all the time. Some situations we are used to handling, and some we find extremely hard to overcome and wish to give up instead.
Light to break of the darkness when
I'm not here to tell you that everything will be fine, because I'm sure everyone around you is probably saying the same thing.
Barbecue, barbecue.
But what I am here to tell you is to not refrain yourself from accepting happiness only because you're going through something difficult. Practice to accept the healing and generousness if something or someone is offering it to you. I mean, if all of us just wait around for things to just be right for us to accept happiness and start healing, we would never really get there, because that time doesn't really exist. It's what you make of now that will get you to all the places you want to be and experience. You might argue that everyone's approach to life is different, but what makes us all the same is that we all want to be content and happy. So, despite of all the darkness in the world around you, choose a different path, a gentle path to get through it. We don't necessarily have to throw ourselves to the floor just because it's a hard time in life. We can keep walking and breathing in a slower motion whilst the storm settles itself.
Look like Europe. They're so cute.
They have Japanese spices.
Holding on to emotions that allow us to feel positive is a great gift to have. And I believe everyone should practice that. We can use it to have joy in difficult situations. And no, that does not mean you're being overly hopeful or that you are in denial of the storm. It simply means you chose a gentle path instead of screaming and destroying your world. I am no better than any of you, and honestly, the reason behind me creating a YouTube channel was so I can build a community where we can all share our life experiences to help each other. So I really hope this week you can allow yourselves to accept happiness and begin your walk on a gentle path. I decided to start a painting I've been dreaming about for a while now. I always have doubts and a crazy amount of thoughts before I can actually put my brush on the canvas, because all of my paintings are a vision from my imagination that is simply created from how I feel. So it becomes extremely difficult sometimes to visualize a feeling. But since this is my way of handling my storm by choosing to remember positive emotions, I thought I should maybe stop my brain from overthinking and just do it. I like my art to be something each individual person can look at by making their own interpretation of it, rather than my vision of the meaning behind it. So I want to let you all do the same, and I would love it if you could share with me as well. On another note, the reality of having a small room is actually a struggle. Why, you ask? Well, because I'm not used to it. In my previous home, I had a separate art studio, and I think that was an absolute luxury. So now settling in a small space where everything is right in front of me is super weird. And I probably hurt my elbow like 5 times during this painting. But it's okay. I'm still thankful to have a roof over my head, unlike the people in Palestine. This is pretty much my thought every time something terrible happens in my life, because my problems will never be as worse as they have it there. No matter how much we speak and make the effort to support our people in Palestine, we could not do justice for them, because their struggle is much greater. So we should do as much as we have in our power to stop this violence, together. As you can probably already tell, my brain works at 1,000,000 thoughts in a second that have double the amount of feelings attached to it. So let's get back to the painting. It took 3 days to come to a canvas that I could call finished. And during this process, a lot of my conflicted thoughts came to a rest, instead of violently tormenting me for a longer time. I have forever loved painting clouds and looking at the sky most of my day, to see and observe the different colors, sometimes hidden in the smallest areas. Somehow I became very emotionally attached to them, which led me to add them in my paintings, because to me, it's not just an element, it's a story. And if you don't already know, I have a website and I have a lot of art prints on there from my previous projects. And this is a new one that I've started that you will be seeing the final piece in the video once I finish painting. And I hope this is a really calming video and process for you to all watch. I started my small business around 2 years ago but I never really got the time to focus on it properly because I was working full time and basically just running a fast life. But each and every moment I had of realization, I just wanted to go back to my art and keep creating stuff that I love. So now that I am free from corporate, I can finally focus on all the things that I like, and that's exactly what I'm doing and sharing it with you, which took a lot of courage. So I would love it if you can all support me on here and also on Instagram, where I will be posting all my new thoughts, launching all the news and final projects from here. So yeah, if you like me enough, give me a follow. At the start of spring, I did launch a tote bags collection. So that's been doing quite well. Everyone's been loving them. So I hope you check those out as well. They are on my website and they are available in all 4 prints. I have been painting since a very, very long time, since I was very, very young. But my interest in interior design has developed more and more over time, and at this moment I am absolutely loving every piece of what I'm doing at home here. So it's just all these pieces joined together just makes me Sahar. All the things I can create, all the things I can share with you all. And as I was talking about holding on to positive emotions at the start of the video, this is what brings me joy. So this is what my gentle path includes. To keep creating and reflecting on the best version of myself, even in hard times, even when I think I want to give up on life. I just keep going and I keep remembering of all the things that are good and all the things that I am blessed with. That was also something I was hoping I could influence you to all do, because it really does work. Hold on to your positive emotions, keep them, even in the worst times possible. And it helps, it really helps. Most of my week was spent doing my bedroom, like I started in my last video. And here I have created an invention. I wanted to paint all my canvases gold from the sides. I've been wanting to do it for a long time. So now that I've got a hold on a gold spray, I thought of this. I put 2 chairs together, I put the canvas in between, and then I sprayed it so it doesn't go on the rest of the painting. It worked, surprisingly. It's a messy way, but it worked. There were a few other things that I wanted to paint gold. One of them was my shelf, which I got from IKEA, and it was red. I really liked the shape, but I did not find the color I wanted, so I just got a red one and I just painted it gold. If you want to work on a budget, this is a very, very useful way of doing it. And I don't really like things put up on my walls if I'm not satisfied with them, so now I'm satisfied. And also my mirror, which I also got, and it was in silver. I wanted it in gold, but I got it anyway because I couldn't find anything similar and in the same size as that, which was perfect for my dresser. So that's what we did. We painted everything gold because I'm faintly gold. That's not funny. Maybe. To me it was. In my head. So after it all dried, I brought it upstairs. It was very quick to dry, which isn't usually the case, but I think maybe I got a good quality gold spray, so money does buy you better things, unfortunately. Anyways, came upstairs, cleared out my dresser. It's a little bit messy. Everything is at this moment. And then I put up my mirror. On to the next task, and here's the situation. I got the shelf a while ago when we moved in, and I threw out the instructions and also the packaging. The only thing I had was this cardboard covering of the shelves and nothing else. So I had to figure everything out, and it took me a while. I knew what the final shape was of the shelf, but I did not know how to get there. I do not build stuff that have no instructions. I do now, actually. I did this by myself. I did it without instructions somehow, but I don't usually. It's not the job I want to do. Maybe I do want to do it. Since I don't really have much space for a side table, I decided to make this shelf my side table. It's right above my headboard, and it's easily accessible for me. So I can put all my books there, and my clock, and a candle. You know, the essentials of a woman. Moving on to adding some decor. Whilst I was taking this box out, I ripped it. Yes, it was heavy, and it was just in a small space. You can see the predicament. But I did find some really cool frames, which I put my prints in. I really like the concept of having different types of frames in one area. It adds a lot more character to the place, and also shows your creativity that you can actually combine different things in one piece. And anyone can try it. I think you should give it a go. If you find different frames lying around the house, or you go to a thrift store and find some, get them. Instead of thinking it won't match, just try it. Put it on the wall, visualize it, and I think it'll work out really well. Mama got these plant holders, and we have one in the kitchen, if you remember. And then I decided to add one more to my room near the window. And the one downstairs in the kitchen is also a pot that I have made, and this one as well. This is my favorite one so far. It's called the pink giraffe, and I love it. I found these postcards in one of my diaries, and I've collected them from a few places that I visited. I have visited a lot more places, as you would know if you know me, but I didn't get any postcards from there. So these are the only ones I had, which went perfectly on the wall near my cameras. I definitely tried my best to settle with the wall mural, but I couldn't do it. So I decided to get more paint. I don't know exactly why I got more paint when I was getting more paint, but I knew I wanted to add some more stuff on the wall. This is such a trial and error, but I actually love it. I enjoy it more doing it when I'm messing it up a few more times. It's like my brain. Really, I'm used to it. I found a rug too. Since I was already outside, I could not go home since. So I found a rug, and I'm really excited about it. It has gold, since we are obsessing over gold. Literally obsessing over gold. When I came home, I realized that I have picked the most random colors without any thought process whatsoever. So now I have to use them because I also opened them. So here I am making flowers. because that was my first thought. Because it's summer, I feel, flowers. I feel flowers. I feel colors. I don't know. Okay, whatever. Instead of painting the stems and the leaves green, I painted them pink. Because it's my wall, I do whatever I want. Who's gonna tell me off? Also, I think pink looks better. Maybe if they were pink in real life, I think I would like it. But not everybody likes pink. Okay, so somehow I picked up red. Because my shelf was red previously. But I painted it gold. But the shelf was red in my head still, even though I painted it gold. So now I have red flowers on the wall, and that was the thought process behind it. I have no red in my room, except the flowers. So, yeah. Finally, I would like to thank you for tuning in to my bakwas, aka nonsense. And also some good things I said, I think so. But anyway, I will see you next time. Hope you still love me after my reality check. Love, Sahar.